Flash, or simply Flash, is the name of several superheroes appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics. Created by writer Gardner Fox and artist Harry Lampert, the original Flash first appeared in Flash Comics #1, cover dated January 1940, released November 1939. One nicknamed the Scarlet Speedster, all incarnations of the Flash possess super speed, which includes the ability to run, move, and think extremely fast, use superhuman reflexes, and seemingly violate certain laws of physics. Thus far, at least 5 different characters, each of whom somehow gained the power of the Speed Force, have assumed the mantle of the Flash in DC's history. College athlete Jay Garrick, 1940, 1951, 1961, 2011, 2017, present. Forensic scientist Barry Allen, 1956, 1985, 2008, present. Barry's nephew Wally West, 1986, 2011, 2016, present. Barry's grandson Bart Allen, 2006-2007, and Chinese-American Avery Ho, 2017, present. Each incarnation of the Flash has been a key member of at least one of DC's premier teams, the Justice Society of America, the Justice League, and the Teen Titans. The Flash is one of DC Comics' most popular characters and has been integral to the publisher's many reality-changing crisis storylines over the years. The original meeting of the Golden Age Flash, Jay Garrick and Silver Age Flash Barry Allen in Flash of Two Worlds, 1961, introduced the multiverse storytelling concept to DC readers, which would become the basis for many DC stories in the future. Like his Justice League colleagues Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, the Flash has a distinctive cast of adversaries, including Gorilla Grodd, the various rogues, unique among DC supervillains for their code of honor, and the various psychotic speedsters who go by the names Reverse Flash or Zoom. Other supporting characters in Flash stories include Barry's wife, Iris West, Wally's wife, Linda Park, Bart's girlfriend, Valerie Perez, friendly fellow speedster Max Mercury, and Central City Police Department members David Singh and Patty Spivot. A staple of the comic book DC universe, the Flash has been adapted to numerous DC films, video games, animated series, and live-action television shows. In live action, Barry Allen has been portrayed by Rod Hosey in the 1979 television special Legends of the Superheroes, John Wesley Shipp in the 1990 The Flash series, and Grant Gustin in the 2014 The Flash series, and Ezra Miller in the DC Extended Universe series of films, beginning with Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016. Shipp also portrays a version of Jay Garrick in the 2014 The Flash series. The various incarnations of the Flash are also features in animated series such as Superman, the animated series, Justice League, Batman, The Brave and the Bold and Young Justice, and the DC Universe animated original movie series, Golden Age. The Flash first appeared in the Golden Age Flash, Comics #1, January 1940, from All American Publications, one of 3 companies that would eventually merge to form DC Comics. Created by writer Gardner Fox and artist Harry Lampert, this Flash was Jay Garrick, a college student who gained his speed through the inhalation of hard water vapors. When reintroduced in the 1960s, Garrick's origin was modified slightly, gaining his powers through exposure to heavy water. Jay Garrick was a popular character in the 1940s, supporting both Flash Comics and All Flash Quarterly, later published bi-monthly as simply All Flash, co-starring in Comic Cavalcade and being a charter member of the Justice Society of America, the first superhero team whose adventures ran in All-Star Comics. With superheroes' post-war decline in popularity, Flash Comics was canceled with issue #104, 1949, which featured an evil version of the Flash called the Rival. The Justice Society's final Golden Age story ran in All-Star Comics #57, 1951. The title itself continued as All-Star Western. In 1956, DC Comics successfully revived superheroes, ushering in what became known as the Silver Age of comic books. Rather than bringing back the same Golden Age heroes, DC rethought them as new characters for the modern age. The Flash was the first revival, in the Tryout comic book Showcase #4, October 1956. This new Flash was Barry Allen, a police scientist who gained super speed when bathed by chemicals after a shelf of them was struck by lightning. He adopted the name the Scarlet Speedster after reading a comic book featuring the Golden Age Flash. 1. After several more appearances in Showcase, Allen's character was given his own title, The Flash, the first issue of which was #105, resuming where Flash Comics had left off. Barry Allen and the New Flash were created by writers Robert Kaniga and John Broome and cartoonist Carmine Infantino. The Silver Age Flash proved popular enough that several other Golden Age heroes were revived in new incarnations. See Green Lantern. A new superhero team, the Justice League of America, was also created with the Flash as a main charter member. Barry Allen's title also introduced a much imitated plot device into superhero comics when it was revealed that Garrick and Allen existed on fictional parallel worlds. Their powers allowed them to cross the dimensional boundary between worlds, and the men became good friends. Flash of Two Worlds, the Flash #123, was the first crossover in which a Golden Age character met a Silver Age character. Soon there were crossovers between the entire Justice League and the Justice Society. Their respective teams began an annual get-together which endured from the early 1960s until the mid-1980s. Allen's adventures continued in his own title until the event of Crisis on Infinite Earths. The Flash ended as a series with issue #350. Allen's life had become considerably confused in the early 1980s, and DC elected to end his adventures and pass the mantle on to another character. Allen died heroically in Crisis on Infinite Earths #8, 1985. Thanks to his ability to travel through time, he would continue to appear occasionally in the years to come.
Both of them. He made a time remnant. All right, let's go. I'll play later,
Barry Allen is an assistant scientist from the Criminal and Forensic Science Division of Central City Police Department. Barry had a reputation for being very slow, deliberate, and frequently late, which frustrated his fiancée, Iris West. One night, as he was preparing to leave work, a freak lightning bolt struck a nearby shelf in his lab and doused him with a cocktail of unnamed chemicals. As a result, Barry found that he could run extremely fast and had matching reflexes. He donned a set of red tights sporting a lightning bolt, reminiscent of the original Fawcett Comics Captain Marvel, dubbed himself the Flash, after his childhood hero, Jay Garrick, and became a crime fighter active in Central City. In his civilian identity, he stores the costume compressed in a special ring via the use of a special gas that could compress cloth fibers to a very small fraction of their normal size. In Flashpoint, Barry Allen wakes up to discover everything and everyone around him has changed. He is not Flash, nor does he have powers. His mother Nora, deceased in his own timeline, is alive. His father Henry died of a heart attack 3 years ago, alive and in prison in his own timeline. Captain Cold is Central City's greatest hero. The Justice League was never established, and even Superman is seemingly non-existent. Flash must run back in time again, and again, really a never-ending cycle. The Reverse Flash reveals that Flash himself created the Flashpoint timeline by traveling back in time to stop him from killing Barry's mother. Barry pulled the entire Speed Force into himself to stop Thawne, transforming the timeline by shattering the history of his allies. Thawne resets Barry's internal vibrations, enabling him to remember this. According to Thawne, these actions transformed him into a living paradox, no longer requiring Barry to exist and allowing him to kill the Flash without erasing his own existence. Thawne continues to taunt Barry with this knowledge until Batman kills him with an Amazonian sword.
This is impossible.
No, this is the end.